You're watching Madison County Schools Sports Television, brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Richmond, Jerry Goble, Guardian Bank in Lexington, faithcreated.org, Richmond Tourism, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear in Richmond, WWAG playing stars and legends, 107.5. If you'd like to be a sponsor of local high school sports right here, visit rosenbaumcommunications.com.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our girls action between the Clay County out of Region 13, the Clay County Tigers, and your Madison Central Indians. Jerry, we got a good matchup tonight with Madison Central and Clay County. Clay County comes in with a record of 21-3, and they are in the lead in Region 13. And Madison Central is in second place right now in Region 11, coming off a big win against Rockcastle County Monday night. What are we looking for tonight out of these two teams?
Well, I think you've got a dichotomy here, two teams that like to do completely contrasting styles. Clay County coming out of 13th, they will play a physical game. They'll really want to battle you underneath and dominate the game underneath the basket. Madison Central, as you know, on the other side, likes to really expand the court. They want to use every inch of this basketball court. They're going to trap, they're going to pressure, they're going to try to create easy baskets, and they're going to hope that by doing so, getting them down the court, that they can put the pressure on Clay County.
Coach Cooksey, I was talking to Coach Cooksey and Coach Lakes before the game. They were nervous about it because of contrasting styles, worried about Clay County walking it up. Maybe their girls maybe becoming a little passive, whereas they like to get after you, press, and get up and down the floor. And they were worried about maybe becoming too passive defensively and offensively and affecting their game tonight.
Well, there's no doubt. A lot of times, I know as a senior in high school, we played Clay County, boys version of the Clay County Tigers in '87, and we overlooked them thinking, hey, these guys are from the mountains. Maybe they're not as good a team as what we're used to playing in Central Kentucky. Let me tell you, this is a good team. Clay County has beat Lexington Catholic, which we know Madison Central beat the other night, but that was a great win for Madison Central, and both these teams have beaten that team. So looking forward to a really good night of basketball. This is the number 6 ranked team in the state, Clay County, so we're looking forward to good basketball.
That's right, Jerry. Our starters for the Indians tonight is Lauren Brooks, Ashley Hinkle, Heather Hinkle, Ashton Feldhouse, and Kristen Congleton. And the tip is controlled by Clay County. And number 12, Alicia Mitchell, has the ball for the Tigers. She looks to go one-on-one. Throws it down low to number 32, Madden. Shots blocked out of bounds by Congleton, so Clay County will inbounds it underneath their own basket. Clay looks, gives it to Madden, and she walks.
Good call. They doing a good job right now. Kristen Congleton is right there with her and is battling underneath.
Cheyenne Madden, number 32 for Clay County, is their leading scorer for the year, so they were looking to get her going early. Madison Central sets up in their motion offense, facing a sagging man-to-man defense, looks like. Patience is being shown as they look for a crease. Brooks throws it to Hinkle. She drives the baseline and misses. Number 33, Sarah Robinson, with the rebound. We have no score. 7 minutes left in the first quarter. Madison Central playing man-to-man. Clay County looking to get it down low to Madden, and they do. She throws it back out to Robinson. And number 22, Mathis, misses a three-pointer. Mitchell gets a rebound and knocks it off of Heather Hinkle.
You can see Madison Central's game plan right now. The ball goes inside. They're going to double down, try to help on that. And if they can create a turnover out of it, it'll be really a good part of the game plan.
Mathis with the ball, gives it to Robinson. Throws it to Madden, and it's out of bounds. Stays with Clay County. 6 minutes and 41 seconds left in the first quarter, and both teams are looking to crack the scoreboard. Gilbert will take it out of bounds and throws it back court. And Mitchell will regain possession. And Clay County will look to set it up. Robinson with a shot, and she misses. Brooks with the rebound, and she looks to push. She goes all the way and lays it up and in. Nice job by Laren Brooks. Central gets in a 2-2-1 full court press as Mitchell brings it across half court, gives it to Mathis, back to Mitchell. She throws it to Gilbert on the elbow, and Gilbert will shoot and bank it in.
If she doesn't hit that shot, it's going to be a long night for Clay County. They're going to leave her open, it looks like Madison Central's decided.
Score tied at 2 with 5 minutes and 53 seconds left. Ball down to Feldhouse. She makes a baseline move and misses. Robinson with the rebound. Throws it to Mitchell, and they will walk it up the floor. Central staying man-to-man. Ball's passed to Robinson. Down to Gilbert. Gilbert shoots and misses. Congleton with the rebound. Over to Brooks. Brooks looks to push with her head up. Goes all the way, and it's knocked. Oh, I want to say it's knocked out of bounds. Referee on the side had a better angle.
Yeah, good job by the refereeing crew to make the right call. If you notice, Laren Brooks started in 10th position, ended up in 3rd before that was over. She wants to push the basketball.
Heather Hinkle inbounds it to Brooks, and she'll look to set it up as Clay County stays in a sagging man-to-man. Gives to Feldhouse. She makes a spin move and misses. Number 32 for Clay County, Madden, gets the rebound. Over to Mitchell. Mitchell throws it to Gilbert. Gilbert gives it down to Madden. Fans it out to Robinson, and she hits again. As you said, that elbow jumper wide open. And they are 2 for 3, so Clay County with a 4-2 lead with 4 minutes and 50 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Congleton with the ball. She throws it away. Mitchell regains possession for Clay County, and they will look to set it up again. Robinson has it out front over to Gilbert. She shoots that jumper and misses. Congleton with the rebound, gives it to Brooks, and Brooks looks to push. She throws it to Ashley Hinkle. She'll shoot a 3, no good. Rebound by Clay County, Madden. Mitchell has the ball up top. Throws it to Gilbert. Gilbert throws it out on the wing. She gets it back, and then Clay County is taking their time, looking for open shots. Gives to Mitchell out top, over to Robinson. Pump fake and scores.
Yeah, they're showing her absolutely no respect right now. They're really doubling on number 32, which is Cheyenne Madden. She must be their go-to person.
Yeah, Madden is their best player, leading scorer on the year. And they're doubling down, leaving somebody wide open, and it's hurt as Feldhouse makes a move and misses. Couple of easy buckets in the paint that's come off the rim, so Clay County regains possession, and Mitchell walks the ball up the floor. Madden has it down low. She makes a move, and she puts it in.
It's a nice move. Quick move underneath the basket, Randy. And Madison Central's found something on this end. They've gotten Ashton Feldhouse isolated a couple times. She's not finishing right now, but that's something they're looking to do, I think.
Madison Central is trailing 8-2 with 3 minutes and 25 seconds left. Coach Cooksey takes a quick 30-second timeout to go over maybe some different strategy than what we've started the game off with. We know that they're going to double team Madden because she's Clay County's leading scorer, but I think they're showing their double team too soon, and the post players finding the open girl and the easy buckets underneath.
Absolutely. Well, there's a limit to how open you can leave somebody. Sometimes you leave them that open for shock value,
right?
And they almost can't believe they're that open. But
nice backdoor screen by Central, and Feldhouse puts it in. Nice play out of a timeout. Coach Cooksey drew it up, and nice execution there by the Lady Indians. 8-4, and a press causes a turnover.
Scored basket for Madison Central translates to press, and then getting the score makes a lot of difference. They get the pressure defense on.
Brooks with the ball out front, and I'm assuming they're going to look to go down low. back screen again, and there's a foul call, legal screen by number 2, Ashley Hinkle. The Hinkle girls may have just a little bit of pressure tonight because they are from Clay County originally, and I think one of the Hinkle girls is best friends with one of the Clay County girls. And while I'm talking, Brooks gets a steal and one possibility. So nice effort by Laren Brooks.
Yeah, that was a good job by Laren Brooks. Clay County team that's not making a good decision right there and threw a ball right to Laren. And Laren is a great, as we know, does a great job taking it to the basket and finishing.
Brooks finishes the three-point play. Central cuts the lead to 1, 8-7 with 2 minutes, and here goes the steal. Number 21 steals it for Central, and she missed. I don't know if she got fouled or what happened there.
I don't know. Clay County's coach is telling number 22 there for Clay County. Looks like Talara Mathis. She had an open lane. She stopped, and so he's saying, take that thing on down. Let's get out of the pressure and get into the half court.
Minner with a good steal there for the Indians, but it couldn't convert. So Clay County has the ball with 2 minutes and 28 seconds left here in the first quarter. And Mitchell steps out of bounds. Good pressure, good defensive pressure there by number 21, Minner. 30-second timeout by Clay County as they want to regroup. They jumped out to an 8-2 lead, and the Lady Indians have cut the score to 8-7 with 2 minutes and 23 seconds left here in the first. We'll be right back after this.
You're watching Madison County Schools Sports Television, brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Richmond, Jerry Goble, Guardian Bank in Lexington, faithcreated.org, Richmond Tourism, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear in Richmond, WWAG playing stars and legends, 107.5. If you'd like to be a sponsor of local high school sports right here, visit rosenbaumcommunications.com.
And we have a substitution in as Fultz gets in the game early in action in the first quarter. She takes the ball to the basket and gets fouled. Bailey O'Brien goes to the line and she'll shoot 2. First one's no good.
You saw that first quarter so far, Randy, that as the teams have done what they want to do, they control. Clay County for a while was pounded inside, really forcing the issue there. They were controlling the game. Madison Central, last 2 minutes, is basically taken over with defensive pressure.
Bailey O'Brien makes the second free throw, ties the score at 8. 2 minutes left in the opening quarter. Central still pressing 2-2-1. Looks like it's taking a toll on Clay County, but they give it to Mitchell. And Clay County will set it up as Bailey O'Brien is guarding Alicia Mitchell. Number 33, Robinson has it, gives it to Mitchell as they look to give it down to Madden. Clay County again showing their patience, looking, just throwing the ball around the perimeter, waiting for that crease to come open to throw it to Madden. They get it down to Madden, over to Gilbert, and she lays it in.
Madden's a really good player down there. She looks really quickly out of the double team, does a great job delivering a pass.
Nice offensive set there by Clay County as they go ahead 10-8 with 1:13 left in the opening quarter. Central looks to get it down low, and they do to Feldhouse on the block. She turns and misses, short arm. Congleton with a good rebound over to Minner. Minner gives it to Brooks. Brooks throws it back out to Feldhouse, and they'll set it up. Feldhouse looks to go one-on-one as she drives, passes it to O'Brien, and she throws it away. Mitchell with the ball for Clay County with 40 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Central trails 10-8. And Central still playing man-to-man. Clay County looks again probably to get it low to Madden as Gilbert has it up top. Throws it to Robinson.
Madden and Congleton are battling underneath.
That's a good battle down low on the block. 10 seconds left. Mitchell has the ball on the left hash as she looks to take O'Brien one-on-one. Spin move, throws it out for a three for Clay County. No good. Rebounded by Gilbert, and no shot. Good defense there by the Indians. And the end of the first quarter of play, it's Clay County 10, Madison Central 8. We'll be right back after this.
We're watching Madison County Schools Sports Television, brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Richmond, Jerry Goble, Guardian Bank in Lexington, faithcreated.org, Richmond Tourism, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear in Richmond, WWAG playing stars and legends, 107.5. If you'd like to be a sponsor of local high school sports right here, visit rosenbaumcommunications.com.
Hi, I'm David Sullivan. In the years traveling with ESPN and covering sports around the country, one of my biggest concerns was that my dogs were well cared for. Well, here at Luxury Pets, you can feel very comfortable your animals and pets are being cared for.
Well, thank you, David. You know, Luxury Pet Services is the home for happy dogs.
Luxury Pet Services is located about 3 minutes from Richmond Center. Visit our website or Facebook us. Luxury Pet Services, the home for happy dogs.
As we enter the second quarter of action, Madison Central trails 10-8. They're looking to get it down to Congleton. Feldhouse with a nice move, and she misses. And Clay County with the rebound as Alicia Mitchell brings it across half court, and they look to set it up. Jerry, Clay County's running the kind of same play every time down the floor. They're patient. They throw it at the top of the key, over to the wing, back across, and look to get it down low.
I think so. This game fits what they'd like to do. They'd love for the game probably to be 45, 50 points, a lot of, aggressive, physical play underneath the basket.
I feel like I'm watching Wisconsin men or Big Ten basketball. Good block there by Kristen Congleton. Brooks gets the turnover, and she gives it to O'Brien. O'Brien shoots and misses, and Mitchell gets a rebound.
You notice that missed shots for Madison Central mean they can't get in their press, and that's really affected Clay County tonight.
A couple easy buckets Central has missed here early on in the game. Clay County sets it back up in the kind of a 4-out, 1-in set where they're looking to get it down to Madden there on the post.
Watching Madden and Congleton go at it, they're like a couple heavyweight prize fighters. They're just kind of worn out right now. They're early in the second quarter.
Madden gets the ball down low. Congleton with a great defensive pressure there and blocks a shot and gets it to Brooks. Brooks throws it to Feldhouse, and they're going to set up. And Brooks shoots from three, no good. Madden with the rebound, throws it to Mitchell, and they'll walk it back up. It seems like if Central could take the lead, that may help matters here.
Yeah, this is the kind of team that doesn't want to get behind Clay County. They like playing this slowed down type of version of game.
Mitchell looks for a high pick and roll with Madden. Throws it to Gilbert back up top. Gilbert back to Mitchell. Mitchell looks all the way over on the other side to Gilbert, over to Madden. And Mitchell brings it back out and sets it up. They're in no hurry, that's for sure. Central is playing good D.
Yeah, they are. And you got to give Clay County some credit here for the amount of patience they're showing. It's not easy for high school kids to hold the ball and continue just to work it.
Change of plays with the double high screen. And Gilbert has it on the wing, throws it away. Brooks with the steal. 2-on-1 over to Feldhouse, lays it in and good. Nice 2-on-1 transition there by Brooks, and Feldhouse ties the score at 10. 4 minutes and 55 seconds left here before the half. As Madden gets the ball, throws it to Gilbert. Gilbert goes all the way down and is fouled by Congleton.
Madison Central that last time did a great job playing good defense. And then, if you notice, one of the things I was thinking was Clay County's held the ball this long. It's going to be demoralizing for whichever team wins. If Clay County would have scored, it would have been hard on Central.
Right.
And if Clay County didn't score, it's difficult for them to have held it that long and not get a basket.
Number 4, Natasha Gilbert, misses her first free throw. She'll have one more into the game for Madison Central. Number 31, Crystal Miller, and she'll replace Bailey O'Brien. Gilbert will look to break the 10-10 tie here with 4 minutes, 49 seconds left. She misses both free throws. Miller with a rebound gives to Brooks, so we'll see if Madison Central can take their first lead in a while. Minner with the ball on the left wing, looking down to Congleton, has her post up and throws it away. Gilbert gets the steal, throws it to Mitchell. Mitchell over to number 11, Roberts. Roberts throws it to Mitchell. She lays it in, it's fouled.
Yeah, they had a set play there. They got her down where she could get her hip on the defender, had a position. She was going to draw the foul or get his bucket there, and in this case she did both.
Number 32, Cheyenne Madden, gets the ball on the back screen. I think, looks like Central's ran that play a couple times, and Clay County took a page out of Central's book. Back screen, give it to Madden. She lays it in and converts the three-point play.
Yeah, Madison Central tried to extend the pressure there, and I think that's one of the things they're going to maybe do is put pressure deep further out on the court. Makes the entry pass difficult, but right there they got away with it.
13-10 as Central looks to drive. Crystal Miller looks to go the hole, and she's fouled by number 11.
Charge to number 11, J.C. Cotton, her first, and the team's third.
Foul is on number 11, J.C. Cotton. Now we know.
Returning for Clay County is number 22.
This is one of the lowest scoring games I've seen Madison Central involved in this year.
13-10, the Indians trail by 3 as they look to inbounds at the foul house, and they throw it away.
They've had a mismatch down there with Ashton several times. She's that time is in a little bit of a crowd, and I think it caused her to bobble the ball. But
I think maybe the slowdown game, kids may want to rush a little bit to get their shot. Madden with the 15-footer misses. Ball is out on number 33, Robinson, so Central's basketball.
A little shake up there, a little change in plays. They brought Madden out and let her get the wing jump or the elbow jumper. She just didn't get it to go.
Brooks to Congleton, top of the key, over to Miller. Back to Brooks, looks to reset. Over to Congleton, to Feldhouse. Back to Brooks at the top of the key. She drives and lays it in. Nice basket by Laren Brooks, cuts the lead to 1, 13-12 with 3 minutes and 10 seconds before the half. Ball's loose. Gilbert comes up with it. Throws it back to number 22, Mathis, and Clay County will set it up.
You can tell they do not like that pressure.
No, they don't like the pressure at all. Robinson has it up top. Over to Gilbert. Back to Robinson. Over to Mathis. Over to Madden, and she puts it in. Nice bucket by Cheyenne Madden. She was in the lane for about 8 seconds, but nothing was called.
I thought so as well. I've been watching her. She usually does a good job getting out of there and back in, but that time she stayed in a while.
Feldhouse with the 8-footer, good. 15-14, Central trails by 1 with 2 minutes and 25 seconds left before the half. Clay County tries to break the 2-2-1. Cross court to Madden. Hinkle with good defense, back to Mitchell. Down to Gilbert. She shoots from 18. No good. Congleton with a good block out. Over to Brooks. Here she goes. Central looks to push. She drives all the way. Shoots from 5. No good. Mitchell with the rebound. Good push there. Just didn't finish.
Yeah, she likes to get out and push it up the court. And a lot of players on both sides are kind of grabbing at their pants. They're winded right now.
15-14, Central is trailing by 1 with 1:40 left in the half. Robinson gets it down to Madden, throws it to Gilbert. Back to Robinson from 18. Mathis gets it down low to Madden. She throws it to Robinson. Back to Mathis. Good block there by Aaron Brooks.
You have a sense that Clay County is kind of searching for somebody to put down that corner that can shoot the basketball to help bring some pressure off of Madden. She's getting double teamed every time she touches the ball.
Mitchell looks to inbounds it, throws it to Madden. Madden back up top to Mitchell. Minute 20 left in the half. 15-14, Clay County leads. Madison Central staying man-to-man as Mathis gives it to Madden. She turns around and misses. Good defense there by the Indians. Aaron Brooks looks to push. Throws it to Hinkle. Back out to Miller. Miller cross court to Hinkle. She drives. Passes it to her sister Heather. Over to Brooks, and they'll look to set it up. 45 seconds left before the half. Brooks gives it to Heather Hinkle. She shoots, and her shot's blocked. Mitchell gets the ball, looks at the clock. Passes it out to Robinson. She shoots from 18. Rims out. Good rebound by Congleton. She looks to get it out. Gives it to Brooks. 30 seconds left before the half. Indians look to take the lead. Brooks goes one-on-one all the way and fouled and misses the shot, but good take there by Laren Brooks.
It's rare to see two three-point shots in a row be blocked that way, but that's what we had in the last two trips. On Madison Central's end, they want to push it, and once they don't get the initial push, it seems like they're struggling right now to get really good shots.
Brooks with her first free throw is good, ties the score at 15 with 18 seconds left. She goes to the line for her second free throw, and it's good. Indians with the first lead in a long time. 17 seconds left. Madison Central is pressing, looking to get a cheap basket here. Cotton has the ball, throws it to Madden, and she lays it in with 6 seconds left. Brooks has it with 5, looks to push, looks at the scoreboard, shoots from 20.
They thought that went in, Randy, but caught the underside of the net, I think. But
everybody below us clapped, and I thought I was seeing things, but that basket was no good. Central goes into the locker room trailing 17-16, and we'll be right back after this.
You're watching Madison County Schools Sports Television, brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Richmond, Jerry Goble, Guardian Bank in Lexington, faithcreated.org, Richmond Tourism, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear in Richmond, WWAG playing stars and legends, 107.5. If you'd like to be a sponsor of local high school sports right here, visit rosenbaumcommunications.com. You're watching.
Hi, I'm David Sullivan. In the years traveling with ESPN and covering sports around the country, one of my biggest concerns was that my dogs were well cared for. Well, here at Luxury Pets, you can feel very comfortable your animals and pets are being cared for.
Well, thank you, David. You know, Luxury Pet Services is the home for happy dogs.
Luxury Pet Services is located about 3 minutes from Richmond Center. Visit our website or Facebook us. Luxury Pet Services, the home for happy dogs.
Welcome back, everybody, to Madison County School Sports Television. And we are here at halftime. Clay County with a 17-16 lead, Jerry. And prior to the game, we talked about how Clay County wanted to control the pace of the game, control the momentum, and they have surely did everything that they wanted to do here in the first half.
absolutely. You mentioned it a couple times. If Madison Central could ever kind of get over that hump and get a lead, changed the tempo of the game, they'd really probably run away with this thing. But as long as Clay County can keep a score that's going to, at this point, looks like materialize to somewhere in the 30s, they're doing what they want to do. Yeah, their center, Madden, she would like to get more open looks. She's not going to get them. They're going to stay right in her face. They're going to drop somebody in her lap, and they're going to make somebody else with a jump shot.
Well, looking at Clay County's scores here leading up into this game, they're probably averaging 55, 56 points a game. But I guess they know they can't run with the Indians, so this is the only way they got to win. And, you know, Central's trying to press. I don't know what else Coach Cooksey has in mind to try to, I guess, dictate the pace a little bit better, because Alicia Mitchell, Clay County's point guard, has done a great job of setting up the offense. Even when they break the press, once they get past half court, she pulls it back out. They set it up and kind of throw it around the perimeter and look for Madden down low.
Well, Coach Cooksey, I think right now is telling his kids, listen, guys, we've got to dictate pace of play with defense. And what your tendency is sometimes is to try to dictate pace of play with quick shot.
Right.
A quick shot turns into their basketball game a lot of times, and then they go down the floor and bank a bucket on you. And I tell you, in a game like this one, if you were to have a 6 or 8 point deficit, that would seem like an eternity.
Exactly. Yeah, 10-point lead would ice this game.
Yeah,
I think Clay County's largest margin was 8-2. They had a 6-point lead here in the first half. I can't remember Madison Central even having the lead. If it was early on. But first, coaches always say the first couple of minutes coming out of the half, start of the third quarter, will usually dictate what will happen for the rest of the game. So for those out there viewing, these first couple minutes will be crucial on what kind of pace we'll play the rest of the half and whether Central can come out on top.
Yeah, absolutely. You can notice one thing. Almost never do you see both teams come out of the locker room just in time to get out for the second half of play. And both teams just came out of the locker room. Their coaches had lots to go over. And we'll see which coaches' adjustments this half really take effect and make a difference for the game.
You stated both teams looked like they were really tired, grabbing their shorts and bending over, and you would think 17-16, well, there's not been a whole lot of action. There's not been a lot of, I guess, baseline to baseline action, but there's a lot of effort by both teams.
Absolutely.
As we begin the third quarter, Central's pressing half court, and right off the bat, we get a steal. Aaron Brooks has the ball, and they look to push, gives it to Feldhaus. Clay County in a sagging man-to-man again. Throws it to Congleton down low. She makes a move and misses. Good look by Kristen, but just rimmed off.
Absolutely. It was a good look, exactly what they wanted, just couldn't get it to drop.
2-2-1 half-court trap is what Central's going with right now. Clay County turned it over their first possession. And Mitchell gives it to Robinson, over to Mathis. She shoots from three. No good, rimmed out. Ball goes out of bounds over to the Indians.
That's exactly how you beat a 2-2-1. You got to go to the middle, and you got to fan it back out. They did it there.
It's hard for high schoolers to realize once you get it in the middle, it'll look opposite, and that's usually always open. Brooks says a heck with it. I'm pulling up from 17 and hits it. Central goes up by 1, 18-17 with just under 7 minutes left. Clay County throws it down to Robinson, down to Madden. She puts it in.
She's tough down there, and if you get her down that low on the block, she's going to beat you.
It's automatic. She gets both feet in the paint. Forget it. 19-18, Clay County goes back on top. 6.5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Ashley Hinkle has the ball out front, throws it to Heather. Back to Ashley. Over to Brooks. Brooks looks to go one-on-one. Over to Hinkle, and she banks a three-pointer in. It doesn't matter how it goes in, just so as it goes in.
No room in there for pictures, just scores.
21-19, the Indians go up by 2. Let's see if they got a foul called. on Laren Brooks.
That's a tough call. Reaching. I thought that was I'm not sure I agree with that call, but neither team had much in the way of fouls first half, and it's kind of an unlikely foul.
Gilbert shoots from 15. Nice shot. Natasha Gilbert for Clay County ties it at 21.
She's going to have to hit that shot. When they leave her that open, she's going to have to take the shot and try to knock it down.
Hinkle throws it to Hinkle over to Brooks. Down to Feldhaus. She spins and scores. Nice move by Ashton Feldhaus. Indians go up top 23-21.
We talked about her in the first half. There was a lot of plays designed to go to her first half. Right there was a play designed to go directly to Ashton.
Indians have come out of their 2-2-1 half-court trap as Mitchell goes all the way, and she's fouled by Ashley Hinkle.
The foul is charged to number 2, Ashley Hinkle.
So Alicia Mitchell will go to the line.
Alicia Mitchell.
We only had 7 total fouls called in the first half. We've had a couple right off the bat, second half against Madison Central.
Mitchell's first free throw is short.
You know, Randy, you were talking about how they appear tired, and yet the game's not been an up-and-down game. But you think about, say, a boxing match, how those fighters just wear on each other. That's exactly what's happening in this game. And over time, you're exerting similar type of energy, just not quick burst,
right?
But sustained, duration type energy.
Feldhaus with a fadeaway 6-footer misses. Central with a 23-22 lead with 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Mitchell comes off a high screen and roll, denies the screen, gives it to Gilbert, over to Robinson. Robinson looks to get it to Madden, but she pulls up from 15, got it. Sarah Robinson with a nice elbow jumper. Clay County goes back on top by 1. Feldhaus has the ball down low, back to Brooks. Brooks to Heather Hinkle, she shoots from 3, no good. Ashley Hinkle gets a rebound, puts it up, and it's blocked. Feldhaus with the rebound. She misses. And Ashley gets the ball and puts it in. She misses again. And Mitchell has the ball, and she steps out of bounds. Good action there by the Indians. They got some boards, just couldn't put it in the hole.
Kept getting the ball up on the glass, just couldn't get it to go down.
Inbounds play by the Indians. Down to Feldhaus. Nice play, and she scores and is fouled. Nice curl move there. Had a double screen on the offset block. Feldhaus rolled right off her hip. Not to steal something from Jimmy Dykes, but she clipped her hip and scored.
I tell you, if you watch a game like this one long, you realize set plays are what's scoring baskets for Madison Central. You wonder if the coaching staff might not take a little bit of their creative freedom away for a while and really work on set plays.
26-24, the Indians lead by 2 as Mitchell goes baseline and scores. Alicia Mitchell getting it going a little bit for Clay County, ties the score at 26. Hinkle gets it down to Congleton. She faces and spins and shoots from 5, no good. Madden with the rebound. 3 minutes and 55 seconds left. Score knotted at 26. Jerry, we knew we were going to have a tight, close game, and we got it. Mitchell gives it down to Madden, both feet in the paint, and again, she gets 2 points.
She gets that kind of position, you will either foul her or she's going to score a basket.
Madden leads all scorers with 13 as Clay County goes back on top by 2. Feldhaus, she gets it down low, but she misses.
Looking for the foul call there. She didn't get a call from the referee.
Mitchell looks to penetrate, goes off a screen, back to Robinson. Robinson just kind of hanging out with it. And that's got to be a walk. She just jumped up and down. I mean, I don't know, Jerry, but usually that's a walk.
Yeah, it appeared to me that she was lost out there trying to get it to a guard, couldn't get it to a guard, threw it up the air and grabbed it herself. I think she shocked the referees.
Yeah. She just threw it to herself and jumped up and down, and they let her do it.
Maybe it's a new page in the rule book. I don't know about.
I don't know. I've seen 2 of these 3 officials doing a lot of hot, really good ball games. You would sometimes they can get lulled to sleep by slow down action, and Not a whole lot of pressure on Robinson. And
this scoring pace has been a lot better so far this
right.
third quarter. But you're right, it's still really because of offensive execution, not because of trips up and down the court.
Right.
And so,
yeah,
you're right, they could be slow, a little sleep a little bit themselves.
3 minutes into the third quarter, we've got a 11-10 score where pretty good clip. So Clay County regains possession after the 30-second timeout. Oh, there's a walk.
Sometimes they give one back. That might have been from that. He might have been delayed from that previous call.
He just went back and told Coach Lakes, I think he said, there you go,
We're
Coach.
even.
We're even. Brooks with the drive and scores and foul. Nice move by Laren Brooks as she ties the score at 28. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the third quarter.
And the team second. Laren Brooks at the line for one shot.
Yeah, she's got to take the ball into her hands and create a lot more on this team. In a game like this one where it's such a slow pace.
Brooks converts the three-point play. Lady Indians go ahead 29-28. And Mitchell looks to drive. Bailey O'Brien with the defense on her down to Madden. And they've got a foul called. I'm glad they called a foul because she had 2 feet in the paint again, which usually spells trouble.
Yeah. In men's college basketball, where she's catching that ball, ends up with a dunk.
We don't have any dunk shots today. Madden goes up and scores again. There we go. She catches it 4 feet from the hole. You can book it.
Yeah, absolutely. She's a really good player in the post.
Clay County goes ahead 30-29. Brooks gives it to Miller, and she scores. Nice bucket by Crystal Miller. The Indians go back ahead 31-30. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Clay County looks to set it up. Mitchell looks to throw it to Madden. Not open. O'Brien with good defensive pressure on Mitchell. Robinson has it back up top. I thought Robinson might try one of those passes to herself again there, but she didn't do it. Here she goes. See what happens. They're playing a little keep away here. Mitchell gives it down to Madden. There she goes. Oh, she misses, but she got fouled.
Yeah, they worked that ball really well. Had a great game plan in play for that specific trip, and you saw where she ended up with the ball. It's a break that we get away with her not scoring right there.
Number 32, Cheyenne Madden, goes to the line for 2 free throws. First one is no good. Madden made her only free throw of the first half, so she's now 1 for 2 as she shoots her second free throw that tied the game at 31, and it's good. 31-31, minute and a half left in the third quarter.
It's been a dead heat basically the whole game.
That's right. We got a good game going here. 31-31 as Brooks loose to take it. She pulls from 17 short. Congleton with the rebound. She misses. And Mitchell with the rebound for Clay County. Mitchell's a good lead guard.
She is. She's aggressive. She can do a lot of things with the basketball, but she really roots it out on the defensive rebounds.
So here we go with Robinson and Gilbert passing it back and forth, waiting for Madden to clear. And they throw it to the wing, and Brooks, good hands there, knocks it out of bounds.
Yeah, that's a dangerous pass. Her coach is looking at her saying, hey, let's don't make that, you know. Right. I'd rather risk taking one and forcing it into Madden than cross court in the corner.
We go under a minute left in the third quarter as Mitchell dribbles out front. Bailey O'Brien with the defensive pressure on her. They're in a 1-4 low set. Mitchell throws it to Mathis with a little dribble weave out top.
I think they'd be happy with one shot right here.
Mitchell gives it over to Mathis again as she walked. I don't know why they went to the dribble weave, because we were going to look like the Indians were going to let them dribble it out. But anyway, we got a good turnover there. Let's see what Central can do with 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Central will set up in a box set.
This is set play. They're going to design a play right here, and they're going to try to get a planned open look.
Feldhouse gets it at the elbow. She turns and shoots from 14. No good. Mitchell with the rebound for Clay. She shoots from half court and misses. And we go to the end of the third quarter. The score is all tied at 31. We'll be right back after this.
You're watching Madison County Schools Sports Television, brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Richmond, Jerry Goble, Guardian Bank in Lexington, faithcreated.org, Richmond Tourism, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear in Richmond, WWAG playing stars and legends, 107.5. If you'd like to be a sponsor of local high school sports right here, visit rosenbaumcommunications.com.
Hi, I'm David Sullivan. In the years traveling with ESPN and covering sports around the country, one of my biggest concerns was that my dogs were well cared for. Well, here at Luxury Pets, you can feel very comfortable your animals and pets are being cared for.
Well, thank you, David. You know, Luxury Pet Services is the home for happy dogs.
Luxury Pet Services is located about 3 minutes from Richmond Center. Visit our website or Facebook us. Luxury Pet Services, the home for happy dogs.
Welcome back to Madison County School Sports Television. We're all nighted at 31, and we start the fourth quarter off on a turnover.
I really can't believe this. Madison Central early pressed full court, caused some problems. They also dropped people in the lap of Madden, and that caused problems, and they've gone away from both those things so far.
Central went to a little half-court trap and got 2 turnovers pretty quick after the half, and they've went away from that. Madden gets the ball on the block, and she walks. We got a walk fest going on right now.
I'm not sure I agree with that call. She was turning and through, but at any rate, that's the call, and that's what goes in the books.
That's right, 31-31, 7.5 left. Bailey O'Brien with the 3, no good. Madden with the rebound. I don't know if that's the shot that Central was looking for, but she was open. Good shot, just missed. 7 minutes left, 31-31, as Alicia Mitchell has the ball over to Gilbert, down to Madden. Madden over to Robinson, and she missed the entire goal.
Missed badly.
And Brooks looks to push. Over to Feldhouse. Feldhouse back to Brooks. She shoots from 3, no good. And Mitchell with another rebound. How many rebounds she's got? She's getting every rebound last quarter and a half.
She had 4 rebounds first half, and she's probably had at least any or more this half already.
Good ball pressure there by Brooks. Gives it down to Madden underneath, and she's bumped. No shot. Foul is called on the floor. Foul is on Kristen Congleton. It's her third.
Yeah,
31.
You can't get her in foul trouble. It's going to really change the dynamic of this game.
Clay County throws it top of the key over to Mitchell. As we close in on 6 minutes left in the game, all knotted up at 31. Mitchell over to Mathis, down to Robinson on the block. Good up and under, nice block by Feldhouse. Brooks with the ball as she looks to go coast to coast, cut off by Mitchell. Good defense there by Clay County. Over to Miller, she'll shoot from 3, no good.
Wow, just can't get one to go down. Here we've got 2 minutes in this quarter with no score.
That was a good shot, just can't get one down, and then nothing but black shirts underneath the goal for
I'd really be surprised if they don't go down low to Madden right here.
Mitchell out to Gilbert. There you go. No foul. Oh, that's good defense by Congleton. Over to Brooks. Brooks goes all the way. Good. Nice. Coast to coast by Laren Brooks as she scores and gets fouled. Foul is on Mathis for Clay County as Brooks goes to the line. She converts a three-point play, puts the Indians up 3, 34-31. 5.5 minutes left in the game. That's a big bucket there by the Indians. Congleton is battling down with Madden. I hope she don't pick up a cheap one here, because if you're right, if she goes out, it doesn't bode well.
No,
for
that would be
defense.
difficult.
Mitchell has it. Looks like she pushed off, but she got away with it. Over to Robinson. Back to Mathis. Over to Mitchell. Bailey O'Brien guarding Mitchell. Putting good pressure on her as Mitchell drives all the way, and she's fouled. She had played good defense there for about 15, 20 seconds and then let her go.
Yeah, they're doing a good job being patient. Madison Central's doing a good job playing defense. The tough thing right now for Clay County's post players is they are worn out. And their conditioning will show up here in the last few minutes of this ball game. We'll see what happens.
Number 12, Alicia Mitchell, will go to the line for Clay County for 2 shots. First one is up and good.
One thing I've liked so far in this game, Randy, about the way the game's been called and the coaches, they've really not been on the referees.
Right.
They've let it go the way it is, and they coach their players. You got to appreciate that.
That's right. It's been a smooth game. Free throw is missed, and Madden gets it, and she's fouled. Big miss, big rebound by Clay County. As nobody blocked out, it looked like a tip drill, and that doesn't work. You better put a body on a body to get a rebound, and we didn't do that.
And they did a good job not going over the back, just try to keep the ball alive, just tipping it straight up in the air until they finally could control it.
Madden converts first of 2 free throws, cuts Central's lead to 1, 34-33 with 4 minutes and 45 seconds left in the game. She ties it up with the second free throw. 34 all, big 3-point trip down that time. I thought if Central could hold and come and score, 5 points seems like 10 points right now.
In this game, you're right.
Brooks looks to drive, throws out to Feldhaus. Feldhaus looks to go one-on-one. She pulls from 6, no good.
Every time you think that Central's on that verge of doing something exactly right, Clay County tends to get a basket and then hold them.
Mitchell with the ball out front. Over to Mathis. She pulls from 3. No good. Rebound by Feldhaus. Good rebound as Brooks goes on a break. And she goes all the way and is fouled. I tell you what, that's unstoppable for the Indians. Brooks gets it. I tell her to go coast to coast every time.
Well, the only way you're going to stop Laren on that particular move is not going to stop her, but you got to divert her earlier. What they're doing is sitting back and waiting on her. By that point, Laren just goes off a hip, off a shoulder, and gets a foul and lays the ball up and maybe makes it some of the times. If you could cause her to have to divert her angle a little farther out, then she may have to kick it to somebody.
Brooks stays perfect at the line tonight, and she converts 2 free throws. Puts the Lady Indians up 36-34. 4 minutes and 5 seconds left in the game. As number 11, Cotton, will come in for Clay County. Gilbert will go out. Mitchell looks to drive, throws it to Mathis. 3-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Miller for the Indians. Good rebound. Foul is on Cotton. All of a sudden, Clay County decided to shoot threes, and that's going to hopefully play into the Indians' hands.
Yeah, again, I'm not sure about that decision.
Yeah, that girl's
evidently she's normally probably a pretty good 3-point shooter, but in this case, sometimes the shot's a good shot or bad shot based on the situation, and they needed to go down and get a bucket.
36-34, 3.5 minutes left in the game as Brooks loses to penetrate. Throws it to O'Brien. She shoots from 3. No good, and Madden with a rebound.
I would say the same thing might play right there. It may not have been the best shot based on the time.
Right. Time and score, that's right. 36-34, the Indians hold a 2-point lead as Mitchell controls the ball up front. She gives it to Cotton. Cotton down to Madden. She puts it in. Very basic, fundamental basketball. Little give and go, and 36-36. 3 minutes left in the game as Brooks looks to go in and misses, rimmed out. Good drive by Laren, but she just missed the shot. Mitchell looks to bring the ball up the court. Score tied. Brooks putting good pressure on her and called a hand check. Coach may have gotten that call. He was asking for it.
Yeah. Well, you just hate to see the game, the style of calls change at the end of the game. And that seems
I thought that was good pressure, good defensive pressure. May have been a little handsy, but.
Well, like we said, they called a total of 7 fouls first half, 13 so far in the second half.
Mitchell goes to the line. Front end of the bonus is no good. Back iron. Good rebound by Congleton. That's a break. Caught a break there by missing that free throw.
Well, you know you got to hit your free throws, Randy.
That's right. They're free.
They're free.
Little give and go. Feldhouse spins and misses again. And the ball goes out on Clay County. So
good
Central will
sportsmanship
regain.
right there.
That's what I like. Yep. 36 all through 2 minutes, 28 seconds left in the game. Knotted at 36. Feldhouse has it on the block. Double teamed and Cotton saves it. Nice effort by Clay County. Saves it to Mitchell, 3-on-4, and Clay County calls a timeout.
Wow.
2 minutes, 18 seconds left. Full timeout call by Clay County. We'll be right back after this.
You're watching Madison County Schools Sports Television, brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Richmond, Jerry Goble, Guardian Bank in Lexington, faithcreated.org, Richmond Tourism, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear in Richmond, WWAG playing stars and legends, 107.5. If you'd like to be a sponsor of local high school sports right here, visit rosenbaumcommunications.com.
Hi, I'm David Sullivan. In the years traveling with ESPN and covering sports around the country, one of my biggest concerns was that my dogs were well cared for. Well, here at Luxury Pets, you can feel very comfortable your animals and pets are being cared for.
Well, thank you, David. You know, Luxury Pet Services is the home for happy dogs.
Luxury Pet Services is located about 3 minutes from Richmond Center. Visit our website or Facebook us. Luxury Pet Services, the home for happy dogs.
Back to action we go, 36 all with 2 minutes left in the game. Clay County gets it into Madden. She throws it back out to Mathis. Another three, misses. Heck, Coach Cooksy's got to love seeing that. Madden kicking it back out.
Yeah, absolutely. I know that girl must be a three-point shooter.
Gotta
There's
be
no
something.
reason you keep shooting them, but
She's missed 3 in a row, so we'll take it. 1:45 seconds left as Brooks looks to drive. She does and scores. Nice take by Laren Brooks. Makes it 38-36. 1:30 left.
I look for an isolation right here with Madden.
Mitchell with the ball, comes off the high screen. Goes back across, she pulls up from 12. No good, good rebound over the back. Nice call by the official as Cheyenne Madden goes over the back. So the Indians have a 38-36 lead with 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the game. Coach Cooksey takes a full timeout. We'll be right back after this.
You're watching Madison County Schools Sports Television, brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Richmond, Jerry Goble, Guardian Bank in Lexington, faithcreated.org, Richmond Tourism, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear in Richmond, WWAG playing stars and legends, 107.5. If you'd like to be a sponsor of local high school sports right here, visit rosenbaumcommunications.com.
Welcome back to Madison County School Sports Television. Madison Central hanging on to a 38-36 lead with 1:20 seconds left. Jerry, Coach Cooksey took the timeout. What do you think he's telling the squad here going down the stretch run?
Well, I believe that he's basically saying to them, hey, we want a good shot right here. We want to maybe make them foul us, then put them in the bonus, need to hit our free throws. But I will nearly guarantee you there won't be a shot taken that's jacked up from the outside unless it's just absolutely wide open.
All right, you heard it, folks. Let's see what happens. Clay County switching up their defense, and a timeout is called. Coach Cooksey calls the timeout, and as Kay Wood Ledford used to say, we'll take it with them. We'll be right back after this.
You're watching Madison County Schools Sports Television, brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Richmond, Jerry Goble, Guardian Bank in Lexington, faithcreated.org, Richmond Tourism, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear in Richmond, WWAG playing stars and legends, 107.5. If you'd like to be a sponsor of local high school sports right here, visit rosenbaumcommunications.com. Your
Back to live action with 1 minute left in the game. Central holding on to a 2-point lead, and a foul's called on Mitchell. Probably not a good person to foul. Larry Brooks has not missed a free throw tonight.
I could tell as we were looking at Mitchell and she was looking at the referee, she didn't really agree with that call. And it wasn't who she intended to foul, I can promise you.
Brooks will go to the line and shoot the bonus, and I feel confident we're not going to give her the announcer's hex here. Got it.
I think
when you're good, you're good.
Laren must have watched our TV segment the other day and learned a little something.
She may have. Yeah, I'm going to ask her that after the game, that these free throws are free as she hits two more. 40-36, Indians with a 4-point lead as we go under a minute. I wouldn't think that quick scores will be Clay County's forte, but Cotton has it up top for three. Mitchell will shoot from 21, no good. Hard off the iron, and Congleton, good rebound by Kristen Congleton. Kristen's been battling the whole game with number 32, Cheyenne Madden. Good rebound.
Good job on her part, rebounding that basketball, rooting it out of there. Clay County was aggressive, did exactly what they needed to do, and that's get a good, quick foul. But I'm not sure about the shot. Teams get down and want to jack a three-point shot up. You know, in that case, you might take it down low. Madison Central's probably not going to foul you.
Congleton with the front end of the bonus. No good. She must not watch. She didn't watch the show.
She must not have.
All right, Mitchell.
Right here, let's see what happens.
Mitchell with the high screen. Goes all the way, shoots it from 5. Good. Timeout, Clay County.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you were talking about. They don't need a three. Did they shoot any three-pointers in the first half?
In the first half, they were 0 for 3.
And I think they've shot 6 here in the fourth quarter.
And not hit any of them. So you watch that and you begin to think, well, is that in our game plan? Is that really what we wanted to do? This entire fourth quarter, it's been an absence of Madden, who's your workhorse down low.
Right.
And they've not gotten the ball to her.
40-38 is our score. Central with a 2-point lead. We are under a minute here in this top 10 battle between the 13th region leaders, Clay County, and your second place 11th region Lady Indians. Been a great game. It's been nip and tuck the entire way. We started out slow. First half, I believe, was 17-16, but second half has been a little better tempo.
A little better tempo. The game is still going to be a low-scoring affair. It favors Clay County, but it's a good battle test for Madison Central to see can we win a game in the 40s, a low-scoring affair. And right now we're going to see Madison Central is going to get the basketball in good free throw shootings.
Clay County is pressing 2-2-1. Brooks has the ball, and she looks all the way down here to Miller, and she lays it in. Nice job. Timeout by Coach Cooksey. Some folks say, well, why in the world is he taking a timeout? Well, I think he called a timeout, to get Congleton back in the game for defensive purposes because he had all of his free throw shooters in. and B, to set up something to get his defense set up.
Yeah, I would expect Coach Cooksey right now is calling a play for maybe a different defensive set. He might change it up on them, and they've been working against specific man-to-man all night. He may do something completely different right here and see if he can shake them up a little bit.
That was a good break, good pass by Brooks. She didn't look to run out the clock, didn't look to get fouled, and she found number 31, Crystal Miller. Miller's gave him some good minutes tonight off the bench. A couple buckets, some good rebounds.
She's a good athlete. She's long. She can jump and run, and good defensive presence. And she's looked decent on offensive end as well. So
22 seconds left. Central with a 4-point lead as we bring the ball in bounds. Mitchell for Clay County looks to bring it down. She goes off a high screen, and she'll shoot from 20. No good. Madden with the rebound, and Cotton gets it, throws it off of Congleton. That's just a good ball play there.
Yeah, it was.
Cotton.
Now they're in a position now they have to shoot three-pointers. They probably was the last chance they had just to shoot a
11 seconds left. 4-point lead by the Indians. Let's see what happens. Mitchell throws it into Cotton. She's dribbling it, gives it back to Mitchell from 25. No good. Rebound by Miller. Another good rebound. Gives it to Brooks. And that's the ball game, folks. Nice ball game by the Lady Indians as they go on to win 42-38. We'll be right back after this.
Watching Madison County Schools Sports Television, brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Richmond, Sherry Goble, Guardian Bank in Lexington, faithcreated.org, Richmond Tourism, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear in Richmond, WWAG playing stars and legends, 107.5. If you'd like to be a sponsor of local high school sports right here, visit rosenbaumcommunications.com.
Welcome back to Madison County School Sports Television. Madison Central Lady Indians with a hard-fought 4-point victory over Clay County tonight, 42-38. Central fell behind early. Clay County dictated the tempo for the entire game, and Central kept fighting, didn't panic, and come out with a 4-point win. Jerry, tell us how you thought the game went.
Well, I saw exactly what you saw there, Randy. Madison Central played a good basketball game. They didn't really play the style that I'm sure that Coach Cooksey and his staff wanted to see. They played into Clay County's hands a little bit as far as that goes, partially because they could never consistently get enough scores to get the defense that they wanted to do. 4-point margin, largest lead for Madison Central of the game. It's 4 points, and we have it right here at the end. But they did a great job, and they battled throughout the night. And they really, although Madden for Clay County, who's a great player, had a good night, they neutralized her a lot. And down the stretch, they had worn her down.
Yeah, I thought defense was good. We went through a little lapse there in the third quarter where I thought Central kind of got caught up in the slow pace. They walked back and kind of let Clay County kind of do what they want. But our player of the game tonight, through some serious discussion, we thought went to Kristen Congleton just for her tenacity, good rebounding, holding her position on the block. Even though Madden had a good game, she didn't take over, and Congleton did not get in foul trouble, which you said was crucial.
Yeah, absolutely. She did a good job. She held her own. If you watch the game and watch the position that Madden was getting throughout the game, you'll find that as the battle between them wore on, Kristen Congleton won. And she continued to hold position, and she forced Madden into tougher and tougher spots to catch the ball. And eventually, whether it's because strictly the defense or because Clay County's team wasn't disciplined to stay to the game plan, they went away from going to her. And that ultimately, I think, was the difference in this basketball game down the stretch.
Right. The three-pointers that they were taking, I think, may have been in large part to Central's defense. And it doesn't matter how it happens, but just so you get a W. And this is two straight good victories for the Indians. And good win for them against a top 10 team. 42-38 again is our final score. We thank everybody for watching tonight. We'll be back in action tomorrow night with the Madison Central boys basketball team. They will be facing off against Pulaski County. Thank you for watching Madison County School Sports Television. Good night, everybody.
Hi, I'm David Sullivan. In the years traveling with ESPN and covering sports around the country, one of my biggest concerns was that my dogs were well cared for. Well, here at Luxury Pets, you can feel very comfortable your animals and pets are being cared for.
Well, thank you, David. You know, Luxury Pet Services is the home for happy dogs.
Luxury Pet Services is located about 3 minutes from Richmond Center. Visit our website or Facebook us. Luxury Pet Services, the home for happy dogs.
Watching Madison County Schools Sports Television, brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Richmond, Jerry Goble, Guardian Bank in Lexington, faithcreated.org, Richmond Tourism, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear in Richmond, WWAG playing stars and legends, 107.5. If you'd like to be a sponsor of local high school sports right here, visit rosenbaumcommunications.com.